Should you buy the Roborock Curv 2 Flow Robot Vacuum Cleaner? Hello everyone, I'm Just a Dad, and in today's video, I'm going to make it really quick and to the point. Should you buy the Roborock Curv 2 Flow? Well, yes, it is Just a Dad approved. I just finished up my 3-month real world test. You can see all the scoring information that I did on this. I have a separate video for that, also on my website, justadadapproved.com. Now, I do purchase all these robot vacuum cleaners with my own money. I've purchased over 200 robot vacuum cleaners. My job is to get you the best robot at the best price. But I do use affiliate links. So if you purchase a product off of my website or from this video, I am an Amazon affiliate. If you click on the product's not going to cost you anymore, but I do earn a small commission for the sale. So let's get started. Why would you buy the Roborock Curv 2 Flow? Well, if you want a mop roller, I recommend a lot of robots that have spinning mop pads. While they're not as complex, they do a great job of cleaning. A mop roller actually does clean your home a lot better, but there is a but. It is a little bit more complex, and I just finished up the maintenance video on it. It was kind of long. The maintenance is a little complex, but I do walk you through it step by step. So if you ever worry about buying a robot vacuum cleaner, if it has the Just a Dad sticker seal of approval, it will have the setup, how to set it up when you first get it, how to connect it to your smartphone, map your home, recommended settings, updates on how it did at my home, and then I'll show you exactly how to clean it with all the parts and tools that I used. Unfortunately, there's not any generic parts for this right now. We have to use the OEM, and it is one of the most expensive robots to maintain every month. You need about $26 in parts every month for this. So why else would you buy the Roborock Curv 2 Flow? I mentioned that it's a great mopping. So mop rollers, why is this important? They actually do clean the floor better. They grab the dirt off the floor, they scrape it off into a dirty water tank. Now, does it scrape all the dirt off of the mop roller? It doesn't. It gets a lot of it off. You are still going to get some smearing. And that's where reason number 2 comes in. The sensor on the front, it has a camera, but it has a AI detection sensor that can detect stains and spills of liquid. And I did an advertising versus reality video. I put this thing through the test. It actually performed really good. One of the best ones I've ever seen. Normally when robot manufacturers have an ad, it's usually something that they're saying, this thing is better than sliced bread. It does everything for you. And most of the time they fall flat on their face when I test them here at the studio. This one performed extremely well. What's a third reason you might buy this robot vacuum cleaner? Well, robot vacuum cleaners in their app, you're going to control it with an app. They have something called AI Smart Plan. They all put a little different spin on it. Dreamy, Mova, call it something else. But it's basically where the robot is going to figure out how to clean your home. Now, manufacturers have never told us a lot about this, how they come up with it, what they do. They want us to trust them. Well, I have in the past, and what I've learned is not all of them are the same. And I came about this from using ChatGPT. I took screenshots of the cleaning pattern and how long it took, and I added some information of my own. And I came up with the finding that Roborock's Smart Plan uses the least amount of water and the least amount of battery when it's using its Smart Plan to clean your home. So why is that important? If you're somebody that doesn't want to go into the settings and figure out, well, I want this on level 5, I want this room on level 4 for water, and I want this room on that. If you don't want to go in and fine tune that, and you just want to basically put it on a schedule and have the robot figure out how to clean your home, the Roborock Curv 2 Flow actually did a really good job. And it was one of the most efficient at using the least amount of water and the least amount of battery for cleaning your home. Because trust me, filling these clean water tanks, while it seems fun at first, I don't want to constantly be filling them up and cleaning them out. So that's a great reason that you would want to get it. Okay, the Roborock Curv is about finished up with this room. It's got a really nice cleaning pattern. Does the perimeter of the room first, then it goes back and forth in the nice straight lines. Here we can see it did half the room this way, then the other half of the room it did this way. It alternates that cleaning pattern. Sometimes it'll go this way, and sometimes it'll go this way on this side. It divided this room in two itself. It just does a really good job of getting around obstacles, cleaning well. it has a cover that goes over the mop roller. So even if the mop roller was wet, it doesn't drag a wet mop roller on the carpet. But there is a setting to where you can tell it to vacuum before mopping. That's the setting I use. So again, this robot is just a dad approved, but it's not made for everybody. Would I recommend this to my mother-in-law or to my mom? Probably not. It is a little complex as far as the maintenance. You are going to have to do the maintenance on it quite a bit. It is a little expensive to operate. You know, typically this robot runs around $850 to $1,000. It is a flagship robot with flagship features, and the parts that you have to replace are kind of expensive. You know, does it clean twice as much as the Mova P10 Pro? That's my #1 pick. While it doesn't clean twice as good, it definitely cleans a lot better than that. But the complexity and the price point, you know, that typically Mova P10 Pro is around $400. So while this one is kind of a nice upgrade if you're wanting advanced features, the Mova P10 Pro is a great place to jump in if it's your first robot. So again, it's a little on the heavy side. Maintenance was a little complex, but if you're wanting the latest and greatest, this is the only mop roller that I recommend. I have reviewed the Flow, the Dreamy X10, the Mova, several Ecovacs. I do have the Ecovacs X11 in my home right now. It's getting ready to come back here after my 3-month test. I think it's going to get the Just a Dad sticker seal of approval, but I have to do the maintenance on it to wait and see. So if you're wanting the latest technology, the mop roller, the Roborock definitely has it figured out. They waited the longest to release their first one. This is definitely a good robot to get if you want that. It does a good job cleaning, but there's just a few things, little extra things that you're going to have to do with it. Again, if you want to find out all the robots that I highly recommend, or if a robot you're thinking of buying is Just a Dad approved, go to my website, justadadapproved.com. Again, I do use affiliate links. If you click on a product, it's not going to cost you anymore, but I do earn a small commission from the sale. Rest assured, if it's a robot that I recommend, I'm going to have all the videos to back up my recommendation. I'm going to have my scorecards on the website. I just did a video where I went through the entire scorecard, my entire scoring process. That's called the reveal party, when I actually put the sticker on it. This was just going to be a quick video. Should you buy it, and who's it for? I hope this video helps. Thanks everybody for watching.